Today we are talking to van Coke Kartel, to Francois van Coke and Jed Cousseau. Welcome guys to our studio. It's great having you here. Cool. So first of all, you guys launched your album recently, your new album, Bloed, Trane. And was it blood, sweat and tears creating that album, and how did you guys come up with the title?
Yeah, I think the title actually is the sum of things that happened over the last 6 years, so it's maybe a little bit broader than just the album, because there was actually blood along the way, there was a lot of sweat and there was tears, so it's just a collection of and obviously the hard work we put in is blood, sweat and tears, but the album itself was also a bit of a stressful kind of a thing, and we're really happy with the final product and that it's eventually done. I think during the recording and mixing process, our producer Theo Kraus ended up in hospital with kidney stones and something else, and it was just kind of a stressful kind of a time to kind of let him work while he's in serious pain and stuff like that. So during that process, I thought, I can't wait to hold this thing in my hand when it's done, and you know, now we're there.
Okay, and you guys also, you took a different approach with this album. You recorded it over a long period of time. How did that happen? How did you decide to do that?
I think obviously we play a lot of shows, so I think we were, to make ends meet, and that's our main source of income, so we had to do that through the year. So I think we did, whenever we had a chance and we got back, say, from the gigs, and we'd sit down and write some songs. So they kind of done in sort of threes along the way. So the album's it's more diverse maybe than the last one, because it's got a different feel. The songs were written over a longer period of time, where we didn't just sit in a room and write songs in a month and then record it in a month. We did, say, 3 songs and then went into the studio and tracked 3 songs. So that's maybe got a different flavour to it from the last album in that respect.
No, I think lyric-wise, the themes are it's a little broader than what we normally put on an album. We, on the previous one we did with Vispang, it was a specific theme, kind of carried through the album. This one is a little bit broader. I think the sound of it as well, writing it over a period of time, contribute to it to be more varied.
Yeah, and also, what I've heard from it is very raw sound. I don't know, for me it sounds different to Vispang.
Yeah, we intentionally tried to make an album that is not as produced or polished, and we tracked the stuff together, playing as a band, like you would play when you start playing music, 4 guys together in a room.
Yeah, so it's a little more garagey feel to it.
Jamming sessions.
Yeah. So
instead of layer after layer and produced sound.
So that's definitely something we kind of think we are a decent live band. So we thought it would be good to kind of capture that energy that we have live, and we also tried to write the songs the way that we would like to experience them live. So there's bigger solos, bigger musical parts, more crazier drum fills or whatever.
Okay, and Francois, do you mostly write the songs, or how do you guys go about writing songs?
Jed writes all the music.
Not all of it, but
95% of
he writes all the words. So I'm English, so I'm not exactly going to be writing any genius Afrikaans words.
Okay.
Normally we'll start off, I'll come up with a riff or an idea, and then we'll sit around and maybe put a beat to it, and then maybe you'll sing something over it, and it normally builds around that, but not all the time. Sometimes it could be something he's come up on the acoustic that I've taken and made different, and so it's different. Sometimes it's the same, sometimes it's not. It just depends on how it's.
Cool, man. And there's one song on the album which I want to ask you about the backstory of Yereman. That song. What's the story behind that
the
song?
Story, I kind of tell the story in the song, but I don't know if you can get the gist of it. But basically, I think what happened was in 2001, a very, very long time ago, before I even played music full time, me and Bernard and another friend of ours, Hunter Kennedy, went to Coke and took acid and things went haywire, and that's basically what the song is about.
Okay, because what I could take from it, you landed in prison.
Yeah, I ended up in prison in a cell with 9 drunk people puking around me while on acid. It was out there.
Okay. Well, cool. Very rock and roll. So. Cool.
Now we're old, there's no more.
That doesn't happen anymore.
Also, okay, if you guys had to, they say that, you know, you shouldn't pick a favorite child, but people do sometimes. So if you had to pick a favorite song off the album, which one would it be?
Well, you go first.
Trying to think. So one of my favorites would be In the Achtergrond, which I think is track 3 in the album. I think that's a really good, I think it was one of the first ones. Was it one of the first ones?
No.
Shit, I can't remember. Anyway, I like that one. I think that one came out really well. A good message, good poppy, good melodic feel to it. It's good rock.
I think for me, Eendag op 'n Slag, it ended up like very late on the album, track number 10. So we don't really, not a lot of people have said like that is their favorite. From what we hear back from fans, because obviously people discover those songs late in the album later.
But I think that's cool. Like our last 3 songs on the CD are like 3 of our strongest ones, which hopefully people start listening and then maybe get to those songs, and it'll take them a while and then realize, and these are the good ones.
Yeah, a guy actually told me the other day at a show that the album has been out for a week, so he said he loves the first 5 songs.
He doesn't like that.
Yeah, he doesn't like the rest. So I just thought, fuck it, he's gonna get into those songs and love them later.
Okay, well, cool. And I mean, you guys, you've toured extensively. You went to the Netherlands and, gigging, touring, doing everything together. Do you guys ever fight?
Yeah, I'm sick of him already. I want to go home.
No, I
really,
think,
actually.
we have probably little tiffs here and there. If someone's hungover, I think that's the biggest
I think it's normally
problem. But I think we are pretty blessed that we're in a band and we really get along. I think that's a difficult thing, and people that are in bands and that actually happens must be really feel happy about it. And for me and Wynand that did like this Van Coke Kartel thing for like 3 albums before they came along, I think it was amazing finding 2 guys that you can immediately connect with and actually become very good friends with through playing music.
Yeah, and I think that's also when we play live, I think you'll be able to see that as well, which comes through in the music a bit. It's not like, we're just meeting and playing this as a gig, you know, with mates and.
So how did you, when you joined the band, did you guys know Jade beforehand, or how did it happen?
How that happened was we did the Skopskiet en Donder album, so that's 2 albums before this one. And me and Wynand wrote all of those songs, and we got Piet van Pletsen involved from Yesterday's Pupil and Trane. I worked with him on some other project during the year, and then we asked him to produce the album. He played drums on it as well. And on that album, he actually got a session guy in to play some serious solos, which we never had before. So when we got back to Cape Town, we were like, damn, well, where are we going to find a guitarist that can play these things? We didn't really even know of anyone in Cape Town that plays lead guitar like that, you know. And then this spark, this glimmer of light came into my mind. I remember from a couple of years ago that I just remember Jed playing at the Whammy Bar in Tableview, and he was just this young guy.
Ago,
yeah, that's like probably like
all bands used to play together.
Yeah.
You all did Silent Cruel April as well.
And he was just I just remember him like shredding completely in this place, and that he was the first guy we found him, and he was like, okay, I'll come and do this December tour with you. That was December 2010. I'll come and do this December tour
2009.
2009.
I think so.
Yeah, 2009. I'll come and do this December tour with you, and then I'm going back to England because I'm going to play music there, and he loves us so much. It's 4 years
Never
later.
let him back to London. Yeah. So what was I thinking?
Cool, man. Well, that's awesome. Is it still, or was it ever, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, or has everything become more chilled now with some of the guys being married?
I think things have definitely calmed down, but we're also getting older. I think the way I try and explain it to people is it's not really funny if you're in your mid-30s and you're the most drunk guy at the Jewel anymore, you know. So I think we've definitely chilled out a bit. Like there's still a bit of jewelling going on. It depends on who you're talking to, I guess, as well.
There's definitely joy, but also being hungover. The hangovers are starting to get a lot worse in my old age. I now.
You take longer to recover.
Yeah.
There were 2 rehydrate packets and 3 Baroccas, you know. It used to be 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
So, I think it's just part of growing up, I guess.
and married life.
Yeah, married life, the only thing that makes that harder to play music now is that you've got a more comfortable surrounding and you have someone in your life that you would like to spend time with. I think 10 years ago when we started playing with Folk of Polisiekar, it was easier to go on the road because you had a better bed there, you had more money while you were on the road, you had a nicer place to stay probably. And you can play music. So now when things are kind of comfortable, you really have to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, it will become a drag. So at least I think we really love what we do, and that kind of makes it.
Also, we don't stay in backpackers anymore like we
Yeah.
used to on the road. So that also helps.
It's now nice hotels.
Well, I wouldn't say always nice hotel.
Nicer.
Nicer
Okay.
places. Let's say that.
And have you guys ever had any stalkers? Like
Jade has got
Oh.
massive amounts of girls
Groupies.
stalking him all the time.
I don't believe that.
No, I don't think we had
so.
any serious stalking going on.
We've had some like people that will keep if somehow they get you on Facebook or your number, they'll keep messaging you sort of
okay.
like every day, and it becomes like whoa, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So nothing
it's always
hectic.
nice. Like if people like your stuff and they want to talk to you, then it's not a bad thing, you know. Never had anyone follow me like around Cape Town or anything like that.
If you guys had to put together like a dream band, who
Like
would
musicians in
yes
South
that you
Africa.
would like anyone that you would like to
anyone.
play with?
Like a singer from this band.
Yes.
You go first.
Well, I'd love to play with, I think Joshua from Queen of the Stone Age would definitely be my vocalist.
Oh, I
Maybe
also
on
like
drums, Dave Grohl. Guitar, Kirk Hammett from Metallica. Bass, I would say Victor Wheaton.
Who's that?
He's a bass player from Africa, a really good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a cool band.
I don't know. My dream band is Van Coke Kartel.
Oh well, so you're living the dream. That's great.
Live the dream.
Cool, man. And the one thing, if you had to like, you can both answer as well. Like one thing that people maybe don't know about you.
I jog, even when we're on the road. I do about 10 kilometers these days. So
He's very serious about
Wow.
it.
yeah.
That's great.
Something I don't know of me.
Keep it in the sport arena. dude.
Well, like I was a professional poker player for 5 years before I became a professional musician.
Did you make a lot of money?
I lived off it, yeah. So I wouldn't say I made millions, but
You made more money than
more.
you made making
Yeah, let's say
music.
that. I'll say that much. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I'm just going to do like a few complete the sentence
Cool.
questions. Van Coke Kartel loves things that taste like.
If I had to say the first word that came into
Yeah.
my mouth,
It
would have been, Jägermeister.
Booze.
Thought that would be the answer. Van Coke Kartel loves taking off.
Not
their
their
tops.
shirts.
We've already discussed. We're not exactly the slimmest of band, although some guys are running 10K.
Not their shirts is very
We discussed this too, would never happen.
Okay, Van Coke Kartel don't like it when people.
Talk shit about them.
And spit water on their guitars.
Okay,
And knock their shit over.
cool. I think that's it, guys. I don't have any. Oh, I actually just wanted to ask you about. Are you guys going to do Movember? I saw you doing a campaign.
Yeah, I've actually got a Movember team going down, and I did an interview today with someone about it. So I think I'm
Who's on the team?
fine. I'm not you yet.
Okay.
So I've got a team going. So I'm really gonna try and do something this year with that thing. I'm growing my motherfucking big moustache.
Cool.
Yeah, so if people want to join the team, go to moteam.co/VAN for Van Coke.
Cool. Well, awesome. Great, guys. It
Cool,
was
thank you
nice
very
having
much.
you here. Thank you very much.
Cool, man.
And yeah,
Peace out.
yeah.